हेलो गुड इवनिंग माय डियर पीपल. कैसे हो आप लोग? This is Ullas B S, and today we'll be starting with the introduction to upper limb. And I started this video upon request of Sara Khan, and let's get started. See here, guys. This is here you can see the bony picture of the upper limb. See, see, this is how the body looks, and this is how the upper limb. This is how the upper limb is aligned. Okay, you can see the shoulder joint and here, and you can see the elbow joint here, the wrist joint. This is the hand, this is the forearm, and this is the arm, and this is basically the shoulder joint. Okay, that was in brief. We will go to details soon. See here, guys, you can see this is how the muscles of the upper limb looks. Okay, this muscle is called pectoralis major. Okay, pectoralis major. Pectum is chest, major is the bigger muscle of the chest. Now this is the deltoid. Deltoid, why? Because it's like a triangle is called delta. Okay, and there's one more reason I'll tell you while discussing that. These are the forearm muscles, we'll discuss in detail. These are the arm muscles, we'll discuss that too in detail. The intrinsic muscles of the hand will also be discussed in detail. And see here, guys, this is the posterior view of what we saw. Anterior and posterior, I hope you know the definition. In brief, anterior is from the front, posterior is from the back. Okay, this is the posterior view. Here you can see the deltoid muscle. These muscles, this is basically a bone called scapula. It will be like this, and there will be a spine like this. I'll highlight the spine with black. Spine is what you can palpate. The palpation is what you can touch and feel. Rest all muscles, it can't be touched because of the muscles. The rest of the part of the bone can't be touched. I'll discuss that too in detail. So this is the how it looks from the front, and this is how it looks from the back. Now, guys, this is also a picture of see, I think you can see the names in here. You can find it in Google, or I can send it to you. These are the names of the muscles written here. This is the pectoralis major. Just a sec. Yeah, the pectoralis major, deltoid, the biceps brachii. I hope you know what biceps is. I'll discuss that too. And this is the bone called clavicle, the horizontal bone on the what can we say? It's between the neck and thorax. Okay, and here's the sternum. There's a vertical bone here. And guys, this is a very interesting concept. Listen carefully. This is how the weight is transmitted to an axial skeleton. Okay, so imagine like you have picked up a 1 kilo brick on your hand. Okay, in your hand you have picked up a 1 kilo brick and you're standing. If the weight wasn't transmitted from your hand to the spine and to the legs, अगर 1 किलो का एक brick भी उठाओगे ना, you will fall on that side. Okay, that's the interesting thing. अगर 25 किलो भी एक हाथ में उठा रहा हो, you are not falling, because the weight is distributed from your hand to the upper limb, to the spine, to the hips, to the legs, and the whole body is bearing the weight when you're holding it, even if you're holding it in one hand. That's the concept. And see how it is transmitted. Okay, देखो इधर. See, imagine like you're holding the weight in the center of your hand. Okay, see here, you're holding the weight here. It is transmitted from hand to the wrist joint, to the radius, to the interosseous membrane. I'll tell you what interosseous membrane is. It's basically like a rubber band, a set of rubber bands between radius and ulna, elbow joint and humerus, and shoulder joint, scapula, coracoacromial, joint, clavicle, sternoclavicular joint, sternum, and axial skeleton. I'll show you here what happens. See, it's the hand. This is the wrist joint. This is the hand. This is the wrist joint. This is the radius, and this is ulna. Ulna is the longer one, okay? And between them is the interosseous membrane. See, radius is the shorter bone and ulna is the longer bone, right? Dekho beta, it's a weight, you can remember like this. It's a weight bearing exercise. And radius is the smaller one. The smaller one can't bear the weight alone, so it gave the weight to ulna, which is the bigger one, through interosseous membrane. And dekho beta, this is elbow joint. Elbow joint. Joint is where two or more bones meet, okay? And dekho, this is the humerus bone. This is the shoulder joint, okay? Shoulder joint say it is transmitted to the axial skeleton. This is the this is the sternoclavicular joint, and this is the acromioclavicular joint, okay? Beta, I'll discuss that in detail when we discuss the ligaments. Ligaments, in brief, agar bolu to it's like a rubber bands. Bones are hard, so अगर हम उस पे ज़्यादा फोर्स डालें, they don't give away. So if they don't give the way, अगर ज़्यादा फोर्स लग गया ना, they will break. Ligaments है तभी तो our body can absorb some force, okay? देखो बेटा, this is one of the topics. जब तुम upper limb पढ़ोगे ना, over time you will get a hold of these topics. Let's just see what all we can study in this small part, okay? देखो, this is a part of shoulder joint, subdivisions, bones and joints. Joint is where two or more bones meet, okay? अब देखना कितने कितने बोन्स है ये याद रख लेना. They don't have specifically, but it's easy to apply on different parts. One clavicle, one scapula, one shoulder. Sorry, एक second. One clavicle, one scapula, humerus. These three make the shoulder joint. And one humerus, one radius, one ulna. These three make the elbow joint. And see, carpal bone 8 hai. So if there are 8 bones, how many joints do you think can be there? एक second. If there are 8 bones, how many joints do you think can be there? They can be many. So it's called intercarpal joint. And guys, इसको देखना ध्यान से. After carpals, there was a metacarpal bone. Metacarpal bone are 5. They are articulating with the carpal. So they are called carpo-metacarpal joint between carpal and metacarpal bones. It's called carpo-metacarpal joint. And here are called the phalanges, which are parts of the digits. Basically your fingers. So एक phalange, दो phalange, तीन phalange हो गया ना? So between them the joint is called interphalangeal joint. I'm marking it with red. Okay. Yeah. अभी बेटा, बेसिकली इस टेबल में जो दिया गया ना, it's basically the different parts of the upper limb. Here is the shoulder. ये होगा shoulder. This was the arm. This was the forearm. And this was the hand. Hand को हम बोलते हैं manus. M-A-N-U-S. Manus. अभी you know, have you ever heard the word manus? Manual तो सुना ही होगा ना. Manual का मतलब है with the use of your hand. Manual labor, manual work, manually operated means with the use of your hand. अभी हम अपने fingers को anatomy में बोलते हैं digits. I'm marking it with blue. फिंगर्स को हम बोलते हैं डिजिट्स. देर आर 5 डिजिट्स. डिजिट्स कहाँ सुना है तुम लोगों ने? डिजिट्स, डिजिटल सुना है ना? सो विद द यूज ऑफ योर फिंगर्स तुम जो काम करते हो, इट्स कॉल्ड डिजिटल. It's called the digital world because with the use of your digits, you're controlling a system and you're controlling message transmission, you're ordering stuff, you're sending stuff, you're getting information, you're recording information, all with your fingers. So that's called digital. They are called digits. इस टेबल को just glance once बेटा. After that, when we study the upper limb ना, you'll बहुत कुछ आंसर कर लोगे. The weight transmission was one of the important points. Okay, ligaments, we'll study that in detail. अभी के लिए इतना याद रखना. Okay, best wishes बेटा. See you soon. And beta, if you want any video of a specific topic, you can mention me. I'll try to do it within the 24 hours. Okay, see you.